Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? We are here live for our next episode of Kingmaker Legacies. We have a couple people that are just shuffling in here. The weather has been holding everybody back, but we're making our way and settling in. So I know we were off last week. Poor game master was sick with the death plague or something. So
Dying. I was dying.
He's back and looking forward to some crazy action tonight. So we're just waiting for a couple more to shuffle in. Do you want to give us the... Agent of Choice. New abilities! No. Do you want to give everyone a brief rundown since I needed it even before the game?
So let's see. Last time, you guys were with the Nomen, the actual Nomen Centaur tribe, hanging out at one of their steads, where you got to interact with some of the elders, and tried to determine what exactly was causing their problems, their nightmares that they've been having. To which you guys learned that they started having the nightmares after they interacted with one individual in particular. This sort of gauntish man, black hair, pale skin, and a sword whose blade looked like the nighttime sky. And you guys also found that the Nomen have this prophecy book. It's a book of all sorts of prophecies or possibilities for the future. However, it's not in order. So the keeper of the book has been slowly putting things in order as they come to pass. In there was a scene of all of you helping the centaurs, battling against these monsters that are in their dreams. And then there's also a picture, in there of the sword itself, and some other minor things. And kind of putting it all together, you guys decided that it has to be this individual that's causing in some manner these dreams to happen. And so you then left the Nomen with a picture having been drawn, well, two pictures having been drawn by one of the elders during a communion ceremony, where it's the first picture is the picture of the man as they met him, and then the second picture is more of like an overlay that you can lay on top of the first picture, revealing some other elements to him, like some black shadowy wings. One of his arms is much larger. All of that. So you still have those with you. And then you guys sort of parted ways knowing that, this is the individual that you need to find to figure out the next step in dealing with the nightmares. So you traveled back to the tower, where you got to discuss amongst yourselves what to do next. Apparently Phila and Alon and Draxus had finished their journey along with Ellis into the mountains. They had returned. Alon and Phila had already left. It was just Draxus and Phila that had remained behind. You talked with them, found out that they went in and found a goblin warren, which they completely annihilated, and left, but they did not find any signs of the girl. However, Draxus reveals that he, on their journey, found a sort of side passageway, not a passageway, but like a pass in the mountain, that didn't really look like it had been traveled recently, but he couldn't really tell for sure. And Alon and Phila wanted to move quickly along the path where they saw lots of goblin tracks, and to follow that primarily, so they went on that way, and they never really got a chance to go investigate that. So Phila and Alon kind of just shrugged it off. Draxus seems to think there might be something more down there. So that's one of the possibilities you guys had. You guys also know that Old Varnhold is relatively close by, maybe 4 or 5 days travel along the road through the mountains. Of course, you know that your dream that you had took place in Old Varnhold. And then the other option was to travel back northwards, see what you guys had already contacted Timarillion to see what he might know, but to maybe travel northwards and then actually head back down east towards Summerhome, where you could go to the academy and look for this book that has this individual sword in it. Try to figure out more in that context. Those are kind of the options that you were all weighing about what to do. And sort of at the end, the overall thought was maybe you guys would travel southwards, find this pass, which from Draxus's description, headed back east. Follow the pass east, see where it leads, all like that. If it goes east, then if it leads to nothing, or even if it leads to something after you're finished there, then you can make your way to Old Varnhold, and then from Old Varnhold carry on back east. And I believe that is more or less what you guys had decided last time, but again, entirely up to the party.
All right. Well, I suppose we all wake up in the morning after taking a rest from that journey, and we got the cart all packed up, ready to go. And I guess we can have one more conversation in case anyone has changed their minds over the course of the evening about what it is that they want to do.
As long as we're eventually headed in the direction of that large city to the east, I think I'm on board to hang out for a little while longer.
All right. All right. What about you, Willick? What do you say? I know, you're still eating. I'm sorry.
Willick appears to have dazed off.
It's quite all right. Tahani, you still pretty hot to trot on trying to find this girl?
I'd think so. She might still be out there.
All right. Well, if there's no other objections, and I think we're pretty sure that Emrys is just kind of along for the ride here, so...
Emrys seems to want to go to Old Varnhold, so as long as you make it there, that was what she wanted.
I also would like to do to make it to Old Varnhold, and it sounds like Willick, he may also be
Willick
high
kind
on the
of
girl.
Jerks awake and is just like, "Are we leaving yet?"
All right, so I guess we'll pack ourselves all up and we'll start heading down to that pass.
I helped pack the horses.
All right.
And some provisions.
We'll make sure we got plenty of them provisions before we go. I'm sure that
Willick won't let us leave.
Vandrin will take care of us, and Willick won't let us leave without food. So here we are.
Right. So you guys are gonna head southwards towards the mountain pass.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, talking with Draxus before you leave, Draxus can give you a general description of where the pass is. He tells you, you follow the goblin tracks should still be there. It hasn't rained or anything. They should still be there. There's lots of them. They're present. You should be able to find them with relative ease.
Mm-hmm.
It says to follow them along the route that they take into the mountains. About a day and a half's travel into the mountains is when you should find the pass. It gives you a description of where there's a main avenue that you'll be large avenue that you'll be following kind of between two mountains. And then he says that there's two stones that jut out from the ground along the right side of the pass. Large, each being about 10 foot tall by about 10 feet wide. But he's like, you'll know them when you see them because they are a different color than the rest of the rock around them. Most of the rock and stuff is muted browns or grays. It's however, these stones themselves are very, very, they're black. They're not pitch black, but they are black color.
All right.
Interesting.
Because when you get there, that's when you'll be close to the pass, and you should be able to find it with some searching.
All right. Seems like we can find that.
Sounds like it stands out well enough.
Okay. So you all begin to head out to get in the cart to leave, and as you guys start rolling out the door, Vandrin appears, Sergeant Vandrin. So he's just like, young Willick, if I may have a moment of your time before you depart. So with that, he
Young.
has Willick go back into the base of the tower with him.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Is Willa coming? Oh, you gotta bring me over. I'll take my headset off. Yep, there we go.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep, this is where you walk
Oh,
away, Scott.
finally! Can you hear me?
Yep, yeah, we can hear you. I can
Okay.
hear you just fine. All right. So, Sergeant Vandrin has pulled you into the base of the tower, away from the rest of your party. It's like, I'm not sure how much your friends know about the inquiries that you made when you first came to the Summerlands. But when he left to go back, Phila left me with a small report that I was to give to you. So it seems that the sword that was apparently crafted by your father was indeed sold inside the Summerlands. The man that bought the sword also apparently arranged for it to have been taken from the north in the first place.
Damn elves.
So his name is Silas Trest.
I'm going to. Is there any way you could write that down for me?
Sure.
I'm not good at remembering things.
Okay, so he writes the name. He'll just hand you the entire sort of small report that he has. So the report itself just basically says, track the sword, bought in Summerhone by one individual, Silas Trest. Did some research. Silas Trest also paid a number of people to traffic the sword down south. Unsure if he paid for the original acquisition of the sword. But
Thank you.
That's the report you get. He tells you also, it's not written down in the report, but he will tell you that the last place that Silas Trest was seen was... This place is Dawn's Rise. Dawn's Rise is number 14 on the map. So it is a city kind of after Old Varnhold along the way to Summerhome.
Definitely interested in going there.
Yep. So, but he's like, that's all the information Phila gave me. But that is what Alon could derive in quick enough time from the network.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I mean, you did us a solid favor. We're just returning that for you.
See, pay things forward. It works.
Yep. You also punched that bastard in the face, I heard, and with his own coin purse. So that was great.
He kind of deserved it.
Yep, he sure did. But yeah. All right. Well, I think your friends might be wondering what's going on, so I'll let you get back to your journey. You all take care.
Do you have a problem with me killing this Trest for the things he's done?
I mean, I can never condone outright murder. But if you find, well, the other thing is like alleged crimes currently, as said, as you can see in the missive there, they don't know if he actually perpetrated perpetrated the original
Oh,
or anything.
so I should question him before killing him.
Right, yeah, I would make sure that he, is the one who committed the crimes, or at least paid for the crimes to be committed before.
Okay,
So,
okay, I think I can handle that.
yeah, and then, you may not just want to murder him, you may want to take him to justice, to, somebody of the law. That's usually what we prefer things to happen.
That's just how I've always seen things solved. When someone does something very bad, you just kill them.
Oh, that's interesting. If it's in self-defense, it's totally fine and understandable. So,
okay. I think I've got this thing down.
Okay. Yep. Either way, I'll be here, so not anywhere close by. Well, like I said, have a good journey.
And as he walks off, you see him like he's counting, like and mumbling, "Don't kill, bring to justice, don't always kill."
All right. With that, we can move back to the main channel. Discord. I'll actually send you. Perfect. Okay, so Willick comes after a few minutes. Willick comes walking back out, maybe about a 5 minute. And Mr. So that Willick's gone, he comes walking back out.
Everything all right there, Willick?
Yes, I think I know where I need to go.
All right.
Where do you need to go?
Number 14 on the map. Was it Sunhome?
Nope, Dawn's Rise.
Dawn's Rise. I knew it had something with the sun. Someplace called Dawn Rise.
That's where I want to go.
It's after New Varnhold.
Old Varnhold. But
Old Varnhold.
All right.
I guess everything's new to me.
That's fair. All right. Well, in that case, then, that's definitely the direction we are heading. So we're all set. Emrys, you all locked and loaded there?
Yeah, let's do this.
Aye.
All right, so you guys begin your travel south. You know that it's going to take you, roughly 3 days to get to the initial kind of mountain area. And then it'll take a day and a half of traveling into the mountains after that. So you guys begin making your way. So as you guys are making your way down, for the most part, your travels go uneventful. You guys don't really see anybody as you guys are traveling over land for the majority of it. Not really accosted by any sort of wandering beasts or anything like that. You guys eventually find your way back to the Leviton Orchard. Retrace your steps through the back of the orchard to where the tracks are from the goblins and follow them up into the mountains. So,
Alright.
Following the tracks, I just need somebody to provide me with a survival check if they're the one following the tracks. Yep, not hard at all. It's not difficult. There's lots of tracks and it has not rained yet still. So,
All right. I think they went this way.
yep, it's easier while you're in the hills. As you begin traveling into the mountains, it begins to get a bit more rocky, but you can still follow the trail pretty easily. That many goblins still. It's quite a bit of a mess behind. So, you guys travel the first day through the mountain pass, and have to make camp for evening when it starts getting dark.
Yep.
It does get darker inside of the mountains earlier, simply because of the sun falling behind them. So your travel days cut by about an hour and a half total.
All right.
But you guys make camp. You can. I'll just use the same survival check to find a relatively good camp with some protection and stuff. It's not really too, it's the path. The path that you're following is relatively straight cut for the most part. There's a couple turns and stuff, but it doesn't really seem like you could actually deviate far off the path if you wanted to. So you are camped on this pathway for the most part. But, guys can. So, what is going to be the order for the watches?
I'll take second.
I believe I'll take first watch.
I'll take last. My eyes aren't so great in the dark.
I'll do whatever. Whatever's left.
So, first, who's got first watch?
I do.
Rowan.
Rowan's on first. All right.
What's
Rowan,
on
you
second?
You can make a perception.
I don't know who's on
roll.
third.
Exactly. Perception, you say, all right?
Perception, please.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay. You do notice some noises and stuff as you kind of have your watch. You don't really see anything. You know, you see it's some like rocks and stuff skittering along the surface, but they're relatively far away. It sounds like it's more like it probably echoing through than really happening anywhere close by.
Yet. I'll keep my ear out in the event that it tends to get any closer.
Yep.
And then I'll pass that information on to next watch.
Yep.
Okay.
That'd be me.
All right, Honey, you can go ahead and make your perception roll for your watch. All right. You know that Rowan told you about the like rock noises and stuff. The kind of every once in a while you might just hear something fall, which you do hear. It doesn't sound like it's maybe any closer. It doesn't happen a lot. It happens like maybe twice your entire watch.
Okay. Are there any like goats in the mountain?
You guys haven't really seen much in the way of any sort of animals
Okay.
currently. Okay, so third watch is it Willick? Or is Willick on last?
Well,
Willick
it's
is
all
last.
Looks
Well,
last.
Okay, so then we are on Emrys for watch.
Yep.
So Emrys, you can make your perception roll for your watch.
Everyone's good at this but me.
So
You
Emrys-
didn't get everyone killed.
you notice that you know, there's the rock noises, falling rocks every once in a while. They're not exactly far away, but they're not relatively close. They're probably a good couple 100 feet from where you are. The most recent one that you just heard is a couple 100 feet from where you are.
Okay.
But it just sounds like a rock going click, 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 and then that's it.
Okay.
That's all you hear. You don't see anything. Other than that, the watch goes by uneventfully.
Oop.
So you wake up Willick for his watch.
Yeah, I kick him.
That's how I'm used to being woken.
I figured. Want you to be comfortable.
At least you didn't hit the head.
I don't know if I'll hit you in the head. I think you've got problems there already. So.
Okay.
So Emrys goes back to sleep for the rest of the evening. Willick, you can go ahead and make your perception roll for your watch. All right. So you only hear the rock noise once during your watch. More towards the end of the watch, just before it really starts to, the first light starts peeking out across the top of the mountain. And it's not actually far from camp at all when you hear it. Maybe 100 feet.
Does it sound natural, or does it sound...
I mean, it just sounds like kind of like a small rock falling down the side of the mountain. you are. Just like you hear, like click, tink, click, 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 and it kind of stopped.
I'm going to take a torch and go investigate.
Okay, so you pick the torch up from the camp and start walking off down. You do hear that the noise came from sort of further deeper into where you're going. Not from the way you came, but further inwards. So, you get to about where you think you heard the noise stop, and you look around. Go ahead and make another perception roll. I mean, there's kind of rocks. So,
Lots of rocks! Lots
Yep.
of rocks!
there's big ones, there's small ones. They're kind of just everywhere.
I've got a lovely bunch of rocks.
Doesn't seem like to be any different from this part of the pass to the rest of the pass.
Well,
You
we
are.
definitely look safe. I'm gonna go back to camp.
Okay. Willick, do you have the survival? Just make me a survival check. If you don't have survival, you can roll. Okay, you do. All right. So you do manage to not get turned around while searching all over the place with your terrible perception roll. You do manage to remember which way you need to go to head back to camp. So make your way back to camp. And it's about the sun is actually started, like the light of day is starting to peek over the top of the mountains. So you get some low light throughout the sort of pass that you're in, and your watch is basically at its end.
Well, I'll start waking everyone up. With kicks.
Oh,
Noise.
Good morning!
Ow! Ow!
Is this traditional where you're from, Willick?
Absolutely!
Ugh,
That's how they always wake you up as a slave.
unnecessary.
Willick, you're a new man now. You can turn over a new leaf and experience things differently.
Are you
don't
saying
have-
you don't want me to kick you awake?
Yeah.
In so many words.
Yes.
Ah.
A gentle
But-
shake or a modest shove would be more than appropriate.
A gentle keynote on gentle.
Okay, I think I've got it.
I'm fine with it, Willick. You do what you want. You do you.
See, you get me.
I do.
All right.
Okay. So you guys do your morning rituals for those of you that have them.
Yep, me.
While
Get some breakfast together.
while we're eating, so any of y'all hear anything else with that that rock noise last night?
Rock noise.
Yeah, some rustling of fallen rocks or something, just like little pebbles or whatnot. But did it get any closer with any more? Did anyone hear anything last night?
I
That's
thought I
fine.
heard something, but I went and looked, and there wasn't anything there.
Hmm.
Must have been the wind.
All right. How close was it?
Just right over there.
All right.
What she said.
Should we go check over there?
If I'm going to be perfectly transparent, I was going to go and perform my morning ablutions and thought I would just kind of take a peek as it stands while I was over there. But we can make something formal out of it if you like.
I mean, if you're already going that way, then
I figured I might. All right, so I'll head over and I'll take a
Do you
leak.
mind if I
take a look
take a
around.
walk with you since I'm the only one who hasn't heard it?
By all means, come on.
Okay.
I'm feeling
Yes.
left out.
All right.
You guys walk over to the area that Willick kind of indicated further down the pass. You guys can make perception rolls for me.
Noise.
Okay. I mean, guys, there's kind of rocks and pebbles all over the ground. And there isn't one that seems to stand out from the others. They're all the same looking. There's no like one that looks different than the rest. You know, you can tell kind of by how they're situated and stuff on the ground. I mean, you know, rocks kind of move. You know, like Willick said, it could have just been the wind blowing and knocking something loose.
All right.
Could have just been Willick. He might have kicked some of these over.
I mean,
I don't think I did, but
I heard the noise while I was on my watch as well. It was more than one or two, so I figured,
see, I'm not crazy.
you know, who knows. All right, well, if there's nothing special going on over here, then I'm going to find myself a nice big rock and relieve myself.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not there for this conversation.
And then once I'm all done, I'll come and join the party.
So you guys finish up your morning routines, finish up eating some breakfast, get back into the carts. The cart is, you know, it's not getting damaged, but it's definitely hitting some bumps and stuff as you guys are going through the mountain pass. You know, the cart is going a little bit slower. Also, you have to make sure the horse doesn't like step on anything it shouldn't, that kind of thing. So going is a little bit slower. You guys know that probably walking normally, it would take you about half a day. It might take you a little bit longer to find this area of the pass just because you guys have the cart with you.
Right.
Okay. So you guys begin traveling on. It's about 3 hours into your travel. You guys everybody gets to make me a perception roll. Right. So,
Okay.
Emrys hears it. Emrys, you hear the similar sort of rock noise that you heard last night, like a rock kind of falling down the mountain and stuff. You know, but it's coming from about 50 feet behind you.
Okay.
But you just hear it, so you immediately just instinctively kind of turn and look towards where the noise came from.
Uh-huh.
Raspin and Rowan do the same thing. They also look to where the noise is currently, but they also look to see where the noise came from initially. And that is where Raspin and Rowan, up kind of about 80 feet up the side of the mountain, you guys see a small black bird kind of perched on the side of the mountain. Just on like this like little outcropping of rock. Just kind of sitting there.
Does the bird seem at all natural, or does the bird seem to be a little bit more intelligent than perhaps a normal bird should be?
I mean, make me a knowledge nature check. Okay, so you've identified that it is definitely a raven. So all black.
Man.
You know, as far as it acting different than a normal bird, it's kind of just sitting there.
All right.
It might be watching you, but because it looks at you guys, but it also looks away from you guys, so you're not sure.
Hey, Tahani, do those live here? Is that supposed to be here? You're from here.
I'm gonna guess no, but I will default to the DM. Do I know if they're native here?
The ravens, they are.
Yeah.
There's still ravens that live in the area.
Mountain. Oh, we're not that high in the mountains. I thought we were.
No, you're not. You guys are still
Okay.
relatively close to the hills and stuff.
Yeah, they're around.
All right. I don't even know what kind of bird that is. So
It
They-
is.
they all look the same to me.
It is decisively a raven. Never a good omen, I might say.
just so you know, Rowan, I'm not going to remember that 2 minutes from now.
All right.
But it's good to know that I can depend on the two of you for all of my bird identifying needs.
They're tricky birds.
Tricky birds?
Tricky birds.
They eat the dead.
That
Oh.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know. I decided that I don't like them.
What's wrong with a raven?
Well, it just said they eat the dead. That makes them just a little bit better than goblins.
Don't knock their food source.
Goblins eat the living.
That's
Goes everything else, then ravens, then goblins, then giants.
Yeah, but ravens gotta eat too.
Okay.
I,
Glad
Really
to know
having a
that
debate
you gained
about a
some,
bird right now.
some prejudice along this journey,
yeah.
specifically toward an animal. All right.
Well, I suppose whoever's pulling up the rear should keep their eye on that bird. In the event that it decides it wants to continue to suspiciously follow us, we should take note.
Okay. So you guys continue to make your journey. So who's in the rear? That's going to be keeping an eye out for the bird.
I don't mind keeping an eye out for the bird. If anyone else decides that they want to do it, that's fine too.
I think you and I can stay in the back and take turns.
The real
Sounds
question
good.
is there anybody else who has survival that could be able to try and follow the tracks that you're following?
I think Rowan has a
I
better
suppose.
survival than I
All
do.
right. Then in that case, I guess I'm in the front, and that puts you in the back, Raspin.
All right.
All right.
I can walk
can be
with you,
in the back.
Raspin.
I don't trust this bird, so I'll keep an eye on it.
All right. If you're not careful, it might eat the dead. All right. So I guess I'll give you a survival roll then.
Yep, give me another survival check just to generally follow. Yeah, no problem for you. It's keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
Be good enough that you can actually spare a glance every once in a while back towards where the bird was. Okay. So I will give Rowan and Raspin, you guys can make perception rolls. I guess, Will, like you said, you were also going to help keep your eye out. You can make a perception roll too.
Mm,
I think I'm in the back too, right?
Well, I mean, not everybody can be in the back. So.
Back. Okay.
Yep. So I know Willick said he was going to help, and Raspin said he would sit in the back.
Okay.
Rowan just rolled high enough that I'm going to let him get a free glance.
Not everyone
So-
can stare at the bird.
Yep. So you guys look back, and you do not see the bird. You guys have traveled about an hour or so from where you saw it last. You're further down the path, so you know that you definitely can't see the point it was at when you guys left it, but you don't see it anywhere in the vicinity.
Now it's in front of us.
It probably flew away.
What was that, Willis?
Said the bird probably flew away.
Oh, it's not following us anymore?
doesn't look like it.
So, you guys can continue on your journey.
So we were about a day and a half ride on that path before we would reach these stones,
Yep.
right? We're coming up on
So,
that.
yes, it's about 30 minutes from where you just were when you guys looked for the Raven last. And you guys come around a bend, and it is very easy to spot to the point where you don't actually have to roll any perception rolls at all. There are two large black stones kind of coming up from the right side of the pass.
Oh.
All right, this is the place. So that must mean then that the Warren would have been around here somewhere, right?
The Warren, is further on. Like, you'd have to continue on the main route that you're currently following
All right.
for about another day.
So we passed this on the way to the Warren. I understand.
Correct.
All right. Well, are we ready to take this path? Here we go.
Sounds good to me.
Take a
Okay,
look to
so,
see
what you guys need to
tracks
do
are
is-
on there.
Make either survival or perception roll, whichever one you would like to make. Everybody needs to make one. Your choice.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Woohoo.
Okay, so even with the knowledge of the area that this pass should be in, it is still hard to find this side pathway.
Yep.
As the path, as to actually get into the pathway itself, since Tahani is the one to stumble across it, there is a small break in the side of the wall of the mountain almost. So it's about 4 feet wide. So to get through it, you kind of have to turn sideways and squeeze through.
Okay.
It's that way for about 10 feet, and then it opens back up into what looks to be like a more, 10, 15 foot wide pathway that goes east from the current southward direction or west from the current southward direction.
I don't think
you guys are traveling generally this way. You guys are about here-ish, and it cuts in east.
Do we have to leave our cart behind?
I think
So
that's what it sounds like.
It looks like you guys could probably get the horse through. However, the cart itself, probably not unless you want to try and disassemble and reassemble it.
I don't know about any of you, but I do not have the know-how to do such a thing.
I have learned many a skill in my travels, but putting together a cart is not one of them.
Should we at least take the horse, though?
I mean, we should leave as little behind as we can.
I agree. We can probably take as much of our provisions as we can and
Yeah,
you
you guys can easily.
to the horse.
Yeah, you guys can easily take the horse through. It's gonna take a little bit of time to squeeze everything through, but you can get the horse through. You can get all your provisions and stuff through. You can, get the provisions on the horse itself.
Yeah.
So it's carrying it
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah.
you're not just
Let's
leading the
let's
horse
do
with
that.
We just have to
So the only
walk
thing you have to
now
leave
instead of.
behind is the cart.
Mm-hmm. All
We
right.
just have to walk now instead of getting the horse to do all the work.
All right, so we'll get ourselves together. I'll try to keep an eye out as well for that damn bird as we're going through this little squeeze.
So you guys make your way into this new smaller pass. So what you notice is that about this one is where the other one is kind of like between two mountains almost, right? This pass seems to kind of cut into a mountain as you guys are going. It definitely seems like it's on one of these smaller sides of the mountain. So the top of like the walls basically that are now on either side of you that are also gradually slanted outwards are probably about 20 feet on the north side and like 30 feet on the south side.
Wow.
Gotcha.
But you guys are traveling all along this path. So, you guys travel for another hour and it's starting to, light is starting to fade for the day. You could probably have another hour and a half of light that you can use to travel with. But that's probably about all you have left. So,
Do we want to set up camp or press on for another hour?
Well, I think we'll make it as far as we can before we have to settle in. I mean, unless there's some sort of space that comes up that seems like it's ideal for camp between now and then. I mean, it'd be hard pressed to pass up on a good opportunity, right?
Yep. Sounds good.
so whoever's leading and is going to be doing the searching for like a good area to camp, make a survival check. Assuming it's going to be Rowan. It's your job. All right. So as you're going along, you do find an area that you think would be suitable for camp. Kind of a bend in this area. The north side, the bend is deeper there, so it kind of creates a small semicircular alcove that you guys can all fit into.
Nice.
And
Quite
kind of see from both directions, with also having most view of you just kind of obstructed.
quite defensible and yet still out of the way. Perfect.
The only thing that you take note of from your high check is that it looks like maybe at some point somebody used this area for something similar. It's been quite some time, but it looks like it could have been once used as kind of another stopping point for somebody. You know, there's kind of just very brief remnants here and there. You know, some scuff marks. You know, kind of like a stain in one spot that's a little depressed that might have been where a campfire was. But again,
Campfire.
it's been at least a month, if not longer.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and bed down for the evening. Are you guys going to do watch in the same order?
I think so.
It worked out well last night.
Okay. So that means Rowan, everybody goes to sleep, and you are up first for watch. Okay. You have noticed while traveling that there are more noises here. A lot of it seems to be like you weren't sure what it was at first, then you realize that it's just the wind kind of traveling through this deeper gully than what you were in the more open area. You know, along with that, there are more sounds of like scraping and like rock and stuff like that moving.
Right.
So that you hear those noises while you're on your watch. You know, you don't really see anything else. You know, you don't hear anything else outside of that that's different. So.
All right. Then I guess as I'm going to sleep, I'll pass the watch on to, I suppose, Tahani's next, and I'll just say this.
Yeah.
Tahani, this place is loud.
Loud?
Loud. I don't know how to describe it outside of it just seems like there's always something happening out there, you know? Whether it's the
Seems
wind.
very active.
Yeah, like the wind is grinding on stuff, and you know, there's rocks moving, and God knows what's actually out there, but so far nothing seemed to have been advancing on us, and I think that's the piece that's going to keep us safe tonight. Is noting that. Have a good watch.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Everyone goes to sleep. Tahani, you can go ahead and make your perception roll for the night. Okay. So, as Rowan stated, there is a fair bit of noise during the night. You know that most of it is what he said. It just a lot of it sounds like it's just the wind traveling through the area.
Gotcha.
Other than that, you don't really see or hear too much else. Just the noise.
I will pass along this information to next watch.
Okay.
Emrys.
That is Emrys. Okay, Emrys, you can go ahead and make your perception roll. Okay. Emrys, about 30 feet from the direction you guys came, not the direction you're going. Kind of hear, you know, you have also heard the kind of general wind and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear another, like, click, 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 of like a rock moving along the ground.
Okay.
And thanks to your ability to see in the dark, you notice a small shadow up on the ledge,
Okay.
about 80 feet away from you. It's not goblin small, smaller than that, like small animal small.
Yeah. Can I go closer?
Yeah, you can
I'm gonna
make
do
your way
that.
over to it. Are you gonna try and do that stealthily, or you're just gonna walk?
I mean, I can try to be stealthy. I ain't no rogue. You want me to do a stealth check?
I mean, that's if you want to. You don't have
It's
to.
gonna
It's entirely
be-
up to you. You can just stroll on over if you want.
It's gonna be sad, but I'll try one.
Hey,
Not
relatively,
bad.
relatively
Oh, shit.
quiet, all things considered. Yeah. So you know, kind of creep your way along. For the most part, there's nothing really to hide behind. So your stealth isn't that. It's more like making sure that when you place your feet down, you're not kicking rocks all over the place and stuff.
Right.
And so you manage to creep a bit closer to where you can peer up and see this animal.
Mhm.
You can't tell exactly like what animal it is, just because you're not sure. But it is definitely a small mammal or rodent of some type.
Damn familiars. What the fuck? Okay. Small animal. Possibly rodent. Possibly a jerk in wild form. Whatever. This is just my internal monologue.
Okay. So you're just staring at it. I mean, what would you like to do?
Apparently Rowan wants a smoothie.
Jam.
Can I okay, at the risk of being stupid, like really stupid,
Yeah.
can I like take a rock and like throw something at it?
You want to like pick up a rock and just chuck it at it? You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, do I
Just
need to roll any-
roll a d20 plus your base attack bonus plus your dexterity modifier.
What? That's too much.
So roll a d20 plus your plus. You guys are level 2 now, so roll a d20 plus 2 plus whatever your dex mod.
You just want me to roll a d20?
Yeah, you can just roll a d20 and I'll add it for you. Sure.
Yeah, please do math for me.
Okay. Let's see here. You have so whatever your d20 is plus 4. Well, you rolled
I
that directly to me, but
Sorry.
yeah. So she rolled a 19 plus your 4. So you yeah, even with the -4 from it being an improvised weapon,
Yes.
still managed to peg this thing with a stone.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll 1d6. No, it's a stone. Probably a d4 plus your strength modifier. So
I'm
1d4
okay. I'm not
plus-
changing any of this. I'm just gonna roll a d4
Okay.
to you again because apparently I
Okay,
can't
a
work this
d4
thing.
plus 4. So you rolled a 2 plus 4, so you deal 6 points of damage to this thing.
Did it die?
You sickening thud sound.
Sweet.
And then the rock and this whatever it was starts tumbling down the side from 80 feet above you down, and then they kind of roll to your feet.
Okay, I can pick it up.
Yep, it is dead.
Is it? What is it though?
You're not exactly sure. Do you have knowledge nature?
Bitch, what? No,
No, of course not. No, it
I
looks
got
like
one knowledge.
you're like it looks like a fucking rodent to you.
Okay,
Or
I'm gonna pick it up.
Small mammal of some kind. It's kind
Okay.
of has like a longer body, little pointed nose.
Okay.
Kind of a, you know, some whiskers
Is it
and
a-
stuff to it.
Is it a badger?
The center of it is crushed flat by this rock. There's definitely like blood and stuff coming out of its mouth. It is not a badger. It's too big for that. It is a small, very
I mean,
small.
it could be a small badger. I mean, come on.
In the mountains.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna pick it up.
Okay.
I'll bring it back to camp.
Okay.
I'm like a cat. Look what I found.
Yep. Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it for Willick.
Okay.
For Willick.
I mean, the rest of your watch goes by uneventfully.
Cool.
Okay.
was
So you
fun.
wake. What do you just kick Willick awake, or like what do you do?
Yeah, I'm like, what's up, Willick? What's up, bitch?
So you wake Willick up. And
Yeah.
you just go to sleep. You're like, hey, it's your turn for a watch.
No,
And go to sleep.
I'm like, hey, I brought us a present.
Is it food?
It could be. The possibilities are endless. It's
What
over
is it?
there. Come look at what I brought. I whisper so that no one's
All right, Willick.
going to
It takes
spoil
you
the
like 10
surprise.
feet away from camp, and there's this small mammal laying on the ground, obviously dead and crushed in the center. She definitely didn't hit her with her
Nice.
hammer because it would be completely crushed. So she hit it with something else, but
Smoothie.
definitely hit it. Do you have knowledge nature?
I don't have knowledge, period.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Bitch,
It's all you
know
know.
anything.
I mean, you were a slave. Like you know, it's some kind of rodent. You're definitely like it's not just I mean, it's some kind of rodent-ish family thing. You're relatively sure.
I think I've had one of these before.
Does it taste good?
They're kind of gristly.
Oh.
And
Maybe
they're
we can
really
make
not.
some nice
they're
gloves.
really not very filling. There's not much of them, enough meat there.
Oh,
But I thank you.
you're welcome. Does anyone know how to skin this? Maybe we can make some nice gloves or something. I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out in the morning. Have fun. I'm gonna go take a nap.
I'll not eat it till then. I'll wait for everyone else so we can share.
That's so kind of you. Please do.
Okay, so Emrys goes to sleep. Willick, go ahead and make your watch perception.
Tahani's gonna be so upset with me.
Right.
It was coming right for us!
You don't understand. I saved everyone.
So, Willick, it's your watch. It's towards the end of your watch. You hear another kind of one of those rock noises. It sounds like it's coming probably about 30 or 40 feet down the direction that you guys are going. You're kind of like this like rock going click, click.
There's more.
You know the area that the rock initially came from, but it's too far away for your human eyesight at night, even with the torch helping. You'd know that you would have to take the torch and move towards it to try and see what it is if you really want to go investigating.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So you pick up the torch and start walking over. Are you trying to like be quiet? I mean, it's not really hard to be quiet when you're carrying a torch. So,
I'm trying to be considerate of my sleeping companions.
okay. So you can make a stealth check if you would like to, not wake up your compatriots. Okay. Oh, hey. You kind of pick your way through the rocks and stuff as you make your way over. And you do so just quietly and slowly enough that whatever was up there doesn't really notice that you're coming towards it until the very last moment. So you see with the very edge of the torchlight, kind of shadowy and stuff, looks like the small figure of a bird immediately fly away as soon as it's in the light.
Oh, the bird's following us.
Okay.
I'll go back to camp. I'll make sure to tell them in the morning the bird came back.
Okay. I mean, you go back to camp, and the rest of your watch kind of goes uneventfully. So it is the light of morning creeps over the tops of the mountains, and you can go ahead and wake up everybody.
Okay, this time I'm not going to kick them.
Okay.
I'm going to shove them awake.
Okay. So you all wake up to this shove, 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 shove.
Hey!
Good morning, Willick. That was much better. Thank you.
See? I can learn.
All right.
Emrys brought us something for breakfast, and the bird came back.
Yeah. I did.
What do we have to eat?
This thing. It was making some rock noises, so I threw a rock back at it.
As one does.
Yeah.
All right.
Not my fault that I'm actually a pretty good shot in the dark. And it kind of died, so...
So our sound cut off. Did it just become evident that Emrys killed something?
Yes. Sorry, Tahani. It could have been a spy. Like, you don't know. Like...
What is it?
It could have been poisonous.
I don't know.
Some rats are.
It's a rodent, but I don't think it's a rat.
Are you sure it was
You have
threatening?
no knowledge, nature friend.
Yeah.
You are not trained.
I will
I
tell
can't just
you.
roll it?
I will tell you what it is once I have completed my assessment of that poor rodent. However, I have to believe that if it was making a bit of a racket in the evening, I, for one, thank you for preserving our sleep. So thank you
There
very
you go.
much.
I was looking out for the tribe, okay?
I totally appreciate that. So maybe now I'll have an opportunity to figure out exactly what this rodent is.
How much
Okay.
noise can a rodent make?
So,
It is breakfast.
Ugh.
Breakfast.
it's not exactly a rodent, Rowan. You know that it is a ferret.
Specifically,
Now I feel
a
bad.
ferret.
Like, out of game, I feel bad now.
I probably would have known it was a ferret by
I've
the
had a pet
scent
ferret.
of it.
Yep, it is a ferret.
All right.
Oh, poor thing.
Well,
Ah, the
That's
dreaded
weird.
lawn rat.
Gray. It is gray and black in color. So it is now gray, black, and like crimson.
Sorry.
it's like a newspaper.
Sorry.
Well, from my
But-
experience with ferrets, it was coming to rob us.
Yeah. I mean, they're slippery little fuckers.
And what?
And you
Are
saw
you
what is?
sure it was?
What?
Are you sure it was threatening?
Uh.
It's like
Okay. Okay, to be honest,
snake.
it was making those weird noises. I thought it might have been the bird, so I tried to, like, scare it away. I'm a pretty good shot, apparently, and hit it, okay?
And
Sorry
Willick,
if I offended.
you said that the bird was back.
Yes,
Yeah.
Where?
over there, down there.
Ahead of us this time. I'm telling you, the next.
Maybe it's
I think
trying to
these-
lead us somewhere.
I think these things are in cahoots. I think these little animals.
There is
No.
definitely something strange going on up in here. I believe that the next time I see that bird, I am going to take a shot myself.
You know, it could just be a bird.
Sure.
I could.
No.
Sure. I could also just be a bod.
Is
Willick
anything
could
ever just a
just be
bird?
really big. Like Emrys could just literally be human. I don't even come on. Just a bird.
Someone's brought that up.
We can't
I'm
go
just
about murdering every creature we see.
Side
There's weird
note,
stuff happening.
this is
There's
definitely
weird
just
stuff.
Jason's plan to get us to be enormously paranoid about any and all animals in the world.
Especially small ones that tend to lend themselves as familiars for powerful wizards, or so I have been told. So yes,
Yes.
forgive me if I am just a little bit apprehensive about the good nature of these supposedly wild animals. Their
When has a bird
behavior,
ever done something good for you?
their behavior patterns do not align with natural causes.
Since when
This
did
is
a
true
bird
again. They eat dead people.
So, all I'm saying is I'm going to keep my eyes peeled double twice.
Since when did a bird do anything bad for you?
You know what?
Well, it's not just any bird.
Tahani.
I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know these birds any favors.
Yeah. Tahani, I tell you what, I'm going to make you a deal, all right? Right
All
here
right.
and now. If it turns out that the bird or the animals have literally nothing to do with any sort of ominous dark presence that may be trying to keep its tabs on us, reach into the pack, pull out the picture of the man with the sword, lay down the overlay, up, down, lay down the overlay, up, lay down the overlay, then I swear I will apologize and I will perform a rite of atonement as whatever you deem necessary. If I am wrong. Do we have an accord?
It doesn't sound like he's going to be wrong. He's pretty sure of himself.
Alright.
That's what I have. All right. Well, let's pack up camp. We'll have some breakfast. Do we want to eat this ferret? Do we want to determine whether or not there's any magic, residual magic inside of this thing, or is it just a thing?
I can detect magic.
Yeah? Let's do that.
I will detect magic.
Okay. Nothing shows up as magic unless it's any magic that you guys bring with you.
All right. Excellent.
Looks like an animal to me.
Perfect. Then let's throw that some bitch on the fire and let's have ourselves some breakfast.
The next time one of you sees one of these things, maybe I can get a look at it before it's a smear.
Well, you know, maybe if you wanted...
Smear!
If-
It's like a full attack rodent.
If you want to take some time on the watch, then maybe that seems to be where all the excitement happens. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I do need my beauty rest.
Fair enough. All right, well, let's pack ourselves up and we'll head on down. Uncomfortably in the direction that no doubt the bird was headed in. So that's
Okay. So
going
you guys,
to be as it is.
you guys get your stuff all together. You know, do your morning rituals and stuff. Some breakfast, which apparently includes just a tiny bit of ferret. If you try to cook it, as most of the edible parts have been squished. Thanks.
Ferret soup.
You gotta
It
have,
wasn't that
you gotta
big of a
have
rock.
protein. You gotta have protein.
I mean, a hand-sized rock for you versus a ferret is still.
I don't have big hands.
I'm imagining the rest of us are just having, like, hard
problem
bread or
is that
something,
you're
and
so
Bullet just has
wielding
a ferret
this
on a
giant
stick.
hammer that you innately were just like, oh, it's a regular rock, and you pick it up, it's like this big.
Long rat.
See, that's not how I envisioned it. Okay.
Okay, well, it's crushed.
All right.
I'm gonna bury the rest of this ferret once Willick's
Yeah,
done
we're
eating it.
on the road, and he just has a ferret on a stick.
Oh god. Alright, so you guys continue on.
I say a prayer for Julia the ferret.
Oh my god. You posthumously named it.
So 2.5 hours
You
into your
can't
journey,
name everything.
you guys can all make
It's
some.
dead! I can do whatever I want!
Wow.
Those words are going to be used against you at some point in the future.
Wait, what are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I saw Willick hit
You guys are
perception.
rolling
So
perception rolls. You guys, it's about 2.5 hours into your journey. You get to roll
Alright.
perception rolls.
I apparently am too preoccupied looking for a bird, which may or may not be around. So I'm almost completely oblivious to everything else.
Oh, should I roll? Okay,
Yep, roll perception.
sorry.
So,
Has no one watched South Park Woodland Critter Christmas? Those things are in-
Blood orgy.
So, as you guys begin to walk along the path ahead of you, you hear the sounds of water.
Oh, look at that beautiful waterfall.
I've never seen one of those before.
So you guys start to get closer.
Do I see any ferrets?
Not see ferrets.
You gonna protect them from us?
Roll first.
Willick's over there eating meat noodles.
You guys can. All right. So this area kind of started you in. That is
Those
the
are just
start.
holding
That is the
distance.
way you guys are traveling. Path. You guys could rearrange yourselves a little bit in that area, not too much further in.
Wait, where?
All
Oh,
the way up here.
You guys are up in the top right corner.
That's probably about right.
Good. Okay. So as you guys kind of enter this area of the pathway that you're following, again, you guys have heard water for a little bit. You see ahead of you is what appears to be a small stream coming out of the wall and falling down into a pool at the base of it. And there's also some, unlike the rest of kind of the area that you've been walking through, there's some actual vegetation stuff growing in this area.
Ooh.
You know, you guys, start making your way a little bit inwards.
Does the vegetation look natural?
It does, yes. It looks like it's probably, like I said, it looks like it's probably growing. Cream is, which is, so there's just enough light during the day. The vegetation that's growing isn't stuff that's extremely leafy.
Mm-hmm.
It's more spindly and short, thicker needle type things, but there's actual vegetation which you haven't seen yet so far.
All right.
You guys creep your way, kind of make your way further in.
I'd like to stop here.
Yep, that's fine.
Now, is there so I see that there's a cave down here.
Yep. So you get to that point, and you notice that this is the first time you guys have seen this path that you've been following kind of split. So here, there is down this pathway you can see a cave entrance. Here you can see the water, and you can see that here at least as the path continues on. That is what you notice.
Is this a wall?
That is a wall, yeah.
All right.
Yep, that is further up the kind of mountainside-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Same with this. So, like, this ledge is about 5 feet off the ground. This one's about 15 feet. There's a pathway going up this ledge. And then there's, of course, this cave entrance that you can see. It is about this time that both Tani and Emrys notice some movement above you all along these ledges.
Bloody hell.
Oh. Not a ferret.
Not gonna let that go, are you?
Nip.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
What happens?
Okay.
I mean, if I had to guess.
There's
So-
goblins.
As you guys look up to this kind of movement happening above you, you guys see some goblins looking down at you that are popping up from behind these rocks
Bitches.
and lining up shots with some short bows and unleashing arrows.
Oh my.
Luckily, you two have noticed, so you guys are not caught flat-footed like the rest of you.
Ugh.
So we
Blech.
have one.
Not a ferret, not a ferret, not a ferret.
I can kill those, right?
Yes, those are fine.
We can throw some rocks at them.
If you kill this, I'm not eating it.
I don't want to eat it either.
All right, so everybody's gonna get a single arrow shot at them.
Okay.
All right, so first up, let's do the two with the higher armor classes. Emrys, what's your armor class currently?
18.
18.
18.
That one will miss. Tahani, what is your armor class?
Is that a 14?
Yep.
14.
It sure is.
Okay, that will also miss. All right,
Aha.
Rowan, what is your flat-footed armor class?
13, sir.
All right, that one will hit 4. 2 points of damage. Get shot. Arrow clips you in the back of the shoulder.
Ow!
Willick, what is your flat-footed armor class?
Oh my
10.
god. Willick, we need to get you armor.
Willick, you take 3 points as a arrow flies and hits you in the top of the chest, going downwards, angled into you. And Raspin, what is your flat-footed armor class?
14.
Raspin, you take a point as the shot goes a little bit wide and just grazes your... leaves a long gash in it. And, yeah. Apparently you guys are under attack, and you should make some initiative rolls.
Initiative.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, I forgot to click
It's
on
okay.
myself.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right.
I will do that one more time. Here you go. Done.
All right. So we have Rowan. You ended up at a 15.
Yeah.
Emrys at 19. Raspin at 8. Wow, that's a lot of 19s, guys. And Holly at 11. Look, also at a 19. All right, let's take a look. Here. This has a 4. Okay, so. Okay, got it. All right. So now on normal initiatives, for the first full round of combat, Emrys, it is your turn.
Okay.
All right. So the
They're above me.
goblins are above you.
Yeah.
So you do see what this looks like, a ramp that slopes up. So you could, actually move up this ramp to get to this ledge if you would like. These
Okay.
ones you don't immediately see a way to get to other than climbing.
Okay. Well, I'll go as far as I can up the ramp.
Okay. So let's see. Go
How many
5.
squares? Yeah.
There we go. That'll be your double movement.
Cool. Okay.
Get you right up there. Okay. Willick.
How high are these things?
All right. So
Go get him, kid.
this ledge here is only about a 5-foot climb. This ledge is about 15 feet to get to. And then there's this ramp that you can see leading up to this.
Right, the one that. Are there any good sizable rocks around?
Yes.
Oh, there are. There's definitely some that are a nice, fist size that you almost like a slightly larger softball size you can just pick up.
Oh yeah, I do have the throw anything feat.
You sure do.
Let's start check.
Oh,
Okay. So you get to roll d20 plus your base attack bonus plus your. Nope. Yep, that's right. You have. Well, that's your melee. Throw anything is based off of ranged. It's a ranged attack. So let's see. Would you roll?
So it'll be a 17.
Yep. Okay. Well, 17 is enough to hit. So, who'd you throw it at?
The one that struck me.
Okay. Not exactly sure which it is, but it had to be somebody with a bow. So we'll go with this guy right here. It's the closest.
Take that!
Oh, don't do that.
I feel like
What
Willick's
layer did I put them?
doing bowling.
Maybe.
You got one more square to move, I think.
There we go. Now they should be on there. All right.
No,
So that guy falls over.
you got to move these guys down a bit.
Oh, no, I gotta go.
This guy goes here.
map.
This guy.
I gotta
goes
move the
here.
map.
Oh, you can do
Yeah, I
that?
just have to-
Okay.
I just have to move the map. I just have to adjust the map by one. There we go. Now we're
Perfect.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, Willick reaches over, picks up a rock off the ground, and what you guys can imagine Emrys did to a rodent last night, Willick does that to a goblin's face. Picks up this rock and just hurls it,
Smashy smash.
smashes right into his face, and the goblin just crumbles and falls off the side and falls to the ground with a nice, sickening thud. All right. Raspin, that brings us to your turn.
How much movement does it take to drop prone?
To drop prone, free action, just to.
Okay.
Play dead.
So I'm gonna step up here and give my friend Rowan a bit of luck, and then I'm gonna drop prone with my shield over my head.
Okay. Okay.
So, bit of luck gives me what again? Remind me?
Once this round, you can re-roll
Advantage,
d20
functionally.
and take the better one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Raspin, what are you doing?
There's arrows. I'm not ready for arrows.
Speaking of, Rowan.
I'm a squishy gnome.
Wow. Well, I will raise my bow and I will pronounce judgment on these foes within our area. I will ask for the skill to hit these folks harder, more consistently. My apologies. So I will do that, and I will
enact your judgment.
I will. And since I am feeling lucky, I will just simply shoot an arrow. Will I move and then shoot? I think I should. I'll move over here. Can I move into here and get partial cover?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. Now, if I'm going to then shoot an arrow... This gentleman right here. How high is this versus how high is this? This is 5 feet?
That's 5 feet up, whereas that one is 15 feet up.
Still within range. Let's, am I going to incur penalties for shooting up?
For the 30 feet, yes. You will actually not be within 30 feet. It'll be more than 30.
No, it's, the distance is fine.
It'll be like 40 feet at most.
Okay, so it's just a calculation of distance. It's not like because he's higher, I'm going to...
No.
Fantastic. Yep. I will unleash upon that sad sack of crap. Boop. And I will miss. But I will re-roll that miss.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, re-roll the d20 part of it.
Boom.
All right, well, it is now a hit.
And it deals 1 damage.
For a point of damage.
Yes, it is.
Kinda, you see the goblin yelp and grab its ear.
That's fine. And then I'll make sure I have cover. All good.
Okay. Tahani.
Is there like a ledge or a place with extra coverage?
Like where? From what?
From the goblins on either side.
I mean, if you're looking for coverage for them not to be able to shoot at you,
yeah.
The easiest way to do that is literally to run back the way you came.
Bye, guys.
that will do it. The other thing is you can't actually see what's below here. You know that Rowan went this way and hid behind some of these bushes and stuff. You can still see him a little bit. So you can't get full coverage, but you know you could potentially go duck into these.
I'm gonna grab Raspin
Off the ground.
and drag him to coverage.
Okay. So you're gonna move 5 feet, grab Raspin,
Yeah.
continue to move. Okay.
Yeah.
So first make a strength check to be able to just grab him and pick him up. So you go to grab him and you go to pick him up and you're like, whoa, this gnome weighs much more than I thought he would. You know, you just can't get a good grasp on him to also move him.
I have clung onto a rock on the ground.
Yeah, Raspin's just like, nope, not going anywhere. I'm a
Not
turtle.
today, Goblin. You're not taking me.
It's like when your cat goes to the vet office and they have somehow magnetized their body to the table.
Not
Exactly
today,
right.
Goblin.
Exactly right. So you're not gonna be able to lift him this round. You can continue to move without him if you would like.
I will run up the ramp on my left.
So you've only taken 5 feet of movement, so you can still have the rest of
So
your
10, 15, 20, 25.
I attempted to bring you to safety, and you decided not to.
I'm feeling very safe where I am.
Okay. That was Tahani's go. So now it is Goblin's turn. Alright. Let's see.
Now the goblins
This
are
goblin
going
up
to shoot at you.
here is
Now they're going to shoot us.
I'm prone. I think that's better.
here. And he will take a shot down at Willick. Willick, what's your normal AC?
My normal AC is 12.
Alright, he misses.
See, who needs armor?
Get back. That's fun. That's when he just randomly
That's what I've been saying all along.
Oh no!
There we go. Okay, I'm back. Alright. So we'll do this. Let's see. 3 up here. So this one will take a shot back at Rowan, who gets +2 to his armor class for being in cover. So Rowan, what's your normal AC?
It is now 17 with cover.
17 with cover. Alright. Nope, misses. Cover managed to skewer you just enough. So this one will take a shot at Tahani as she comes up the ramp. This is great.
Woohoo!
This one appears to be smarter than its compatriots.
Oh.
That's not
Backs.
saying much.
Backs up just to the very edge and turns and takes a shot at Emrys, who's just rounding the top of the ramp.
Please just shut
And it's just
Shove them up the hill.
Emrys, you take 1 point of damage. As an arrow grazes you. Okay, so this final goblin. Does anybody speak goblin?
Goblinese.
I do not believe so.
You guys
I
see
can
it
try.
starts to
I do not.
chant in some weird, shrill, jittery language.
No, which one is that?
That is this one.
Okay.
And then
Which one?
he jumps off the ledge and lands on the ground. And then takes the rest of his movement and stands next to Raspin. Okay. Emrys,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move to this guy,
Make your
and
attack.
I'm going to hit him with my hammer.
Oh, you hit and
Delete.
just annihilated. Like lifts him up off the ground and then he flies off of the ledge 10 feet and then falls the rest of the
Okay.
way. Okay. Willick,
Yes.
it is your turn.
The one up there to my right.
Up on the ledge still?
It's time to chuck.
That one will miss. You gotta lob it and throw it and you kind of lob it over him instead of at him. You still have your movement if you would like to move.
I'm gonna start climbing up after him if that's possible.
Yeah, you can move 5 feet over, then make a climb check. It's slow, but you are making your way up the wall just very slowly. You've only gotten a couple feet off the ground.
Coming for you, goblin!
All right, Raspin.
Can I full retreat without standing up?
I mean, even crawling away from him at this point is going to provoke an attacker of opportunities. Oh.
Play dead.
I mean, they know I'm not dead. So I'm shouting about how goblins aren't going to get me this time.
Can you cast any magic?
I mean, all of my magic is for helping the people who ran away from me.
Oh, goodness.
I tried to bring you with me.
I mean, you tried to deposit me over here. I'm just gonna hold for now.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything good that comes of this.
All right, Rowan.
All right. Well, I suppose. Would I be able to recognize if that chanting by that goblin had any other effect on him by chance?
Do you have spellcraft?
I do.
You know that he definitely casted some sort of spell.
Sure.
What it did, if it affected him, you have no idea.
All right.
That follows his
I obviously can't hit him through all of this foliage, right?
You could. He'll just have cover also.
I'm not interested in that. But if I move, say, to here, is that still partially under foliage from this gentleman?
No. If you move there, you will be out of cover.
Screw it. Do it.
Okay,
I will move there, and I will take a shot at the one that is standing on top of our healer.
Okay.
I will also yell out, "It's a caster!" And I will shoot.
Okay. Well, that will hit. And deal 7 points of damage. Nice shot right into his back. And comes out the front of his chest.
Ew.
Definitely punctured a lung a little bit.
Let's see how well you cast with a punctured lung.
Yep, he is still standing.
Mm-hmm. That'll end my
Alright.
turn.
Tahani.
Can I just charge at one of these guys and push them over the edge?
So it's not a direct line from far because
Oh.
you have to go up and around. Charge has to be like a straight line. Let's see. Go 5, 10, 20. That's 30. So that's as far as you would get. Yeah, you'd have to double move to even get there to just make an attack against them.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that's ranged, so I guess I will just hurry on up.
You just want to get in their face?
Yeah, let's just get in their face.
Alright.
So you double move up. Okay. So it is now going to be the goblins' go, Raspin. If you would like to use your held action, or
Nope. I don't think there's anything helpful I can do.
you can go full defensive, or you can fight defensively if you'd like to take that action.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yep. So what that does is it gives you a -4 to all your attack stuff, but you get a +2 to your armor class.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It'll help a little bit. I mean,
It's
you're at a
like you
minus-
just gave him a brand new power.
Yeah, I mean, he's at a -8 to his armor class because he's laying prone versus melee attacks, so
Oh, God.
help that balance a little bit, maybe. But, alright, so it is now the goblins' go. So, let's see. This goblin here is going to... Shooting at somebody climbing up the wall is actually rather difficult to lean over to that. So he'll take a shot at Rowan.
All right.
And it will go completely wide. What's fun about Tahani being the faces of these goblins is they have to drop their bows, and they both pull out their gross-ass looking weapons, so they both appear to have dog slicers. And that will be their move action, so they'll both take a swing. Tahani, your armor class is a 14.
Yep.
Yep.
That one will hit. Okay, take 3 points of damage.
3 points.
3 damage.
Carves it down along your thigh.
Ow.
And finally, wow, this guy.
Don't like that sound.
And then Carlos had to roll for a new character.
Nope. Yeah, he just got shot in the back by somebody. Not pleased with it at all. So he turns around with his club, tries to shout, but it comes out as this weird kind of sucking noise-ish. Blood dripping down his chin.
Mm-hmm.
But he does manage to rush over to Rowan and take a swing. That will miss, though. A little wide, a little wobbly from the puncture wound.
That whole arrow thing.
Okay. As there go. So we're gonna go back to the top with Emrys.
Smash.
You're muted still.
Beaky must.
Hello.
You're muted.
Hello?
Sorry.
Yay, we hear you.
Yay!
I was just
Yeah,
talking
move.
to myself.
Yep, you
I
gotta
wasn't
move
really
over.
talking to anybody.
Move over, make an attack.
Yeah.
Ooh. Just enough.
I'm using power attack. I want that extra damage, bitch.
Yeah, you want the extra damage, you want the extra overkill. Got it.
Splash.
Crushes that goblin. Okay. Willick. You are currently climbing. Make another climb check for me. Yes.
Yes, excellent, excellent.
Ooh. Okay. So, Willick manages to climb the rest of the way up the ledge. And you actually climb up quick enough that you can make an attack roll against this guy. Goblin can't make a attack of opportunity against you. He's holding a bow.
Can you just throw him off the ledge?
Well,
You're gonna punch it in the face.
All right.
cocks back and punches it, and it hit him right in the side of the head, and he just kind of wobbles a little bit and falls over. Falls off the platform to this platform, which is a nice, 10-ish foot drop, and dies.
They weeble and they wobble. And they
Yep.
fall down.
Okay, Raspin.
Alright, so I guess I'll get up. And then use the other half of my movement to step here and try to stab this guy in the back.
Okay, I mean, you get a +2 because you are now flanking. Got him.
Nice.
And by got him, I mean, you got him.
Oh, it was so close! It was so close!
Got him. All right.
This is my new
Rowan.
plan for everything. Play dead, stab him in the back.
Play possum.
Rowan, it is your up.
All right. I suppose I will take a shot at the last remaining goblin.
Yep.
There. I will not hit.
Okay. Tahani.
Alright. I will attempt to push the goblin.
Okay. So you're gonna try and bull rush it off. Okay.
Yep.
So you have to make a combat maneuver roll.
Combat maneuver roll.
Yep. Now bull rush does provoke an attack of opportunity, so he will get an attack of opportunity.
Alright.
But, nope, he flails wildly. Let's see, 14 CMD. Oh, nope. All right. Ah. So he falls to 15 feet. And those were 2 6s. Yeah, he lands on his head. Just his neck just goes snap.
Makes sickening crunches as he tumbles down the side of the cliff.
And yeah. With that, we're out of initiative orders.
Yay!
There's to be no immediate threat now.
All right. Well, that was exciting. I guess they didn't get all the goblins after all.
Can I see anything from this view?
You can see that there's a pathway this way. However, you see that another 20 feet down, it just goes to a dead end. You can see that this is a pathway that goes further on.
Alright.
And then also you can see, you and Emrys can both see that there's a cave entrance over here. You can see into the water here, which is surprisingly clear. Looks like the pool is about 15 feet deep.
And there's nothing swimming in it.
You don't see anything moving in it. No, you see the nice clear water, the rocks beneath it.
I bet you that
Alright.
tastes really good. I'm gonna search the body of the caster that fell in front of me.
Okay.
We should proceed to
find-
loot all the bodies as we're at it, but
Yep. So there were a total of 5 of the archers.
Mhm.
So there are 5 short bows for small creatures. Probably about 40 usable arrows.
Hmm.
There are 5 dog slicers,
Ew.
and then there are 5 hide armors for small creatures.
all right. And the caster?
And then the caster has no armor. Appears that the only thing that it really has on it is its club, which when you look at it is more. The top of it is singed and stuff. Looks like it's been on fire a couple times. And then the other thing that it is wearing is a necklace,
All right.
kind of a silver chain, with a small pink, purplish colored gemstone in it.
Detect magic.
Okay, it does not glow. It's just very pretty. Let's see.
Do you want to take the necklace?
The-
Sure.
I believe Rowan, Tahani, and Willick can all make intelligence rolls. As funny as that is, yep.
Rude.
Nope.
All right, Willick.
So, Willick, you know that you've seen the necklace before. You just can't place where.
Oh.
Hey, that thing looks familiar.
Familiar how?
Like, maybe...
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he points it out, and then you guys are kind of like, well, yeah, it takes you guys a good 10 minutes of like thinking, like trying to place it and talking about
You
it.
think
Brooks
maybe
trying-
it was in the picture of the
Picture.
family? Yeah.
So there is so thinking back now, you guys remember there's the picture of the family of the Leviton family, the girl that was missing in the painting. She has a silver chain with a pink purplish gemstone on it.
Yep.
Oh, she turned into a goblin.
Yep.
Yeah, well, like that's exactly what happened.
That's what
You hit
happens
the
when
nail
you
on the
roll,
head.
Jared.
Well, I think these goblins probably are the ones who kidnapped her.
No, I think he got it in one.
Ah,
Well, I'm not normally one for spelunking, but I've seen the inside of a cave or two in my time. How do we feel about going into that cave and seeing if maybe we might find a couple more clues?
Why don't we take a second to rest up first? I will channel divinity.
All
Or no,
right.
not channel divinity. Channel positive energy.
Yep. So go ahead and roll your 6. So everybody gains 3 hit points.
Woohoo!
You took damage, you get back 3 hit points.
woohoo, I'm back to normal.
Why, thank you.
Thank you.
Already starting to feel like myself again.
Is there anything else out here you guys would like to investigate or look
I
at
mean,
or
we
anything?
can check out the water as well and give it a good smell. And
Make a go ahead and make a survival check. Okay. I mean, the spring is definitely fresh water. It's very, very cold. Even though that you guys are in like the warmer area, it's very cold. You're pretty sure that it's probably water that's coming off of like, the top of the mountain, basically.
running down inside,
Running down and
melting
in through
snow.
some sort of internal stream or river or whatever, and coming out here, and then leaking out into this pool.
Willick, I might be willing to wager that this might just be some of the coolest, freshest, most delicious water you will ever taste.
Sounds like I need to try it.
I will happily try it with you.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yep.
Reach down and drink the water.
It is nice and refreshingly cold.
Delicious.
I join them and have some water.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It is for being water, is some of the best water you've probably ever had.
Yeah.
Ow.
Nature at work. All right. Well, I guess we'll fill up the skins and whatever else we can with this.
Yeah, I
nice
mean,
water.
if you got it, it's better than the streams of stuff you've been passing and whatever that you've filled our skins up. So
Yeah.
dumping your skins and filling it up with this is definitely something you can do.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
Then I guess at that point it's time to go and take a peer into that cave.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Do we know if the tracks go in that direction? Or if there are any tracks going
That
in
is
that
a
direction?
really good question.
it's
Let
good.
me have a look.
Indeed, there are some tracks coming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely small humanoid. You don't see any medium humanoid tracks, but you definitely see small humanoid tracks.
No drag marks.
No, you don't see anything like that. But you do see small humanoid
All
tracks.
right. Well, it looks like we may have found ourselves another warren. Hey, Emrys, are you up for another round of goblin smashing?
Sure.
We might find ourselves in a bit of a predicament.
So you guys begin creeping your way. So how are you guys want to do this? Do
So-
you guys just want to stroll on into the
At the entrance of the cave, I will
Uh-huh.
pull out an arrow.
Uh-huh.
And I will cast light on the tip of that arrow. And then I will
You guys
shoot.
watch as Rowan mutters a word, the Moon Mother, and gives off this faint blue luminescence.
And I will shoot that arrow down the hallway as far as I can and see what we see.
So you shoot the arrow. Okay. So, you watch as the arrow, you guys are actually outside still, off the map, but you watch as the arrow pierces into the darkness, and you just kind of see this sort of entrance area. The cave definitely looks like it's naturally formed. The walls are very rough stone, dirt floors, there's stalactites and stalagmites every so often, and it kind of there's a tunnel definitely heading up. Let's see, you guys, northwards. So the tunnel is actually headed up north.
Huh.
Back north on the back north on the map. You guys came in.
Well, what do we think of this?
How far it goes, you can't tell because you're still outside.
I think we gotta go in.
It's not generally taking us in the direction that we were headed, but this might be what we were looking for.
Yep.
All right.
Let's do it.
So I will put you guys here. You guys can rearrange yourselves kind of however you wish.
Emrys, you can see in the dark, can't you?
I can also.
Fantastic.
I believe so can Tahani.
Woohoo!
I believe.
Wow.
Double check that. Yes, Tahani also has dark vision.
Wow. Well, looks like it is just you and I, Willick, that rely on these old-fashioned light devices.
Yeah.
Guess sometimes it's tough.
Being-
It's tough being
It's
just
tough
a
to
man
be human.
sometimes. Yeah, I know.
All right, so you guys have entered the cave. Like I said, looks like rough-hewn walls and stuff like that. Passageway headed north.
Mhm.
You guys gonna creep along. So how, like, you guys want to put yourselves in sort of a marching order?
I think it might be wise for us to put Emrys right up front and put Rasmus right behind her. Tahani
Yep.
can kind of hold at the middle, and then I guess Willick and I will hold up the rear.
Sounds good.
So you guys start headed up the cave. Are you guys trying to be stealthy? Are you how are you guys proceeding through this?
I mean, we did just shoot a light into there.
I'm not quiet.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are just gonna head into the cave.
Into the cave.
Will do my best to keep my wits about me so as to not be surprised. I know that I won't be able to see very much, but I should be able to use my ears pretty keenly.
I mean, you'll hear.
Cast light on something.
That'll do.
I could. We'll get up to that point, and then we'll make a decision about how we want to proceed, I guess.
All right.
All right. So, Emrys, you notice that you get to a spot where it looks like the pathway that you're following kind of splits off into two. You can either go to the left or to the right.
Left.
We always keep going left, right? You just follow the wall all along the left.
Yeah.
All right. Get
The
behind
left
that.
is right.
The left is
All right. So, walk into what appears to be a large sort of central cavern area. It is broken up by a few like stone pillar, like stalactites and stalagmites that have actually met over time to create these large pillars that are holding the cavern kind of aloft.
Wow.
Okay.
Amongst here, this is most certainly being used as a living space.
Oh.
Something lives here.
As there are things currently living here.
Oh. We're not alone.
Not for long.
Yep. As you sort of walk around the corner and in here. They seem just as surprised to see you as you are to see them. So, yeah, we're just gonna roll some initiatives.
Initiative!
Initiative.
Well, that was a terrible. My rolls have not been in my favor. That is for sure. For sure.
Oh, that was poop.
I feel your pain, sister. Woo hoo hoo.
Going in the correct healer placement of last. Got it. All right. Willick. Let's see. The light source is currently on Raspin. Are you the one carrying the light source?
There isn't
Or
currently
no,
a
I
light
mean,
source.
well, I'm assuming that the humans have some sort of them.
I do not
And they're
believe that
not
was the plan.
stumbling or are okay, so they're just like following you guys in the dark.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
Apparently.
so when we had come to where my arrow had hit. That's where we were going to make a decision, and then we kind of never gotten to the point where you reached your arrow. You see.
Can I just grab the arrow with the light source on it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
we'll
going to
do
assume
that.
you guys would have picked up the arrow.
Then
so you guys have
we'll
Yeah.
do that. So we'll have Willick carrying the arrow.
10, 20.
Well, so if we already have a light source, I could have.
Okay.
Cast. We'll get
So-
there. It's fine.
Willick, this is the edge of what you can see. So you actually don't see goblins. You just know that
We haven't moved yet.
goblins.
We're still on the
We're
outside
still
map.
on the outside map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would help, wouldn't it? Yeah.
My- oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah. So you guys came in this way. Picked up the arrow, made your marching order. The cave went northwards, followed the cave. It split off, either going to the right or the left.
Mm-hmm.
You guys went to the left, and Emrys sort of stops the party line and goes, "Goblins."
Goblins.
And
I don't see them.
Yep. So
They're
Willick, you
big goblins.
currently don't see them.
I will hold initiative
Okay.
until they emerge.
Tahani,
Yep.
it is your turn. So you can see to here. So you see.
Can I sneakily creep up to a better vantage point?
Let's see. So if you want to creep someplace, you can creep to like this little kind of. This is like a wall, basically.
Okay.
They,
Up to the
they
ceiling.
saw us, right?
Yeah, they saw Emrys. They know at least.
Alright. Then I will run up to the nearest goblin and kaput.
Okay, so this guy is.
You're just gonna charge that one.
Yeah.
You could charge this one.
Run, 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 run.
Flying drop kick.
That
Got
one.
it. Okay. So you can go ahead and make your attack roll. All right. You charge up because since you're charging, you get an extra +2 to hit. You just get a -2 to your E for the round. But you definitely run for a jump in the air, flying kick this guy in the chest, and he takes 5 points of damage. Okay. That will bring us to Goblin's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So you hear the one that Tahani kicks in the chest kind of screech out, and then screeches some stuff in its little chittering language. They're gonna make some poor decisions here.
Poor decision!
They aren't the only ones.
Poor decisions ahoy!
There we go. All right, so let's see. This one's gonna make an attack roll on Emrys and miss. The other one will take an attack roll on Tahani. Now to 12 and will hit. Stumbles back, but it pulls out a dog slicer and swings at you. Ooh, and hits you for 4 points of damage.
Ow. 4. Take some 4.
Dog slicer right to the gut.
Oh, these dog slicers.
Okay. Let's see. Willick, there's now a goblin that you can see. Technically, there is 2 goblins that you can see. You can see this one, and you can also see this one. So if you would like to take your turn now that you can see a goblin, you can.
Throw the arrow.
He rushes forward to one of the goblins.
I'm gonna try to bash it in the face with the arrow.
Stab it! Stab it!
Got it.
Get it.
Well, you sure
Nice.
do. Plunge it right into that goblin's eye.
Ugh.
And out the, we'll say you push it through out the back
Oh.
of the skull, too.
So it's still lit.
So it's still lit, yeah. Or
You
you,
have to-
you stab it in
Where's
the
it up?
eye, and then
You better
as
punch.
it falls backwards, you just hold on. So it's still lit.
Ew.
Gone. Goblin gone. Alright. Rowan.
Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. What do we got here? That's a perfectly reasonable shot. I will step up to the rear of the party, and I will unleash a shot at the one that Tahani happened to charge here, I guess.
Okay.
Is what I will do.
Go ahead and make the tackle.
Hey!
Hey! And that is just enough to finish it off.
Yes!
Yay!
I failed
down.
one! Watch for casters! I'm done.
Emrys,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
There's someone in front of me.
Yep, a goblin moved up in front of you and took a swung at. He actually swung at you.
That's so cute.
You heard it clang off your armor, even.
Aww.
Bloot.
Oh my god!
It just crit the living shit out of that.
Adorable.
Jeez. Yeah, so the goblin just took 39 points of damage.
I love when they try to-
What goblin?
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Literally just, there's now a stain on the floor.
I wasn't even raging.
Wow.
So cute.
Yeah, they might be multiplying the power attack damage, but it's fine. It doesn't matter at this point.
Oh, I have no idea. I just
Overkill.
clicked the button.
Now
Yeah,
move!
I'll have to look and see if it's multiplying. It looks like it's, but it's alright. We'll fix that later. Alright. And yeah, now you have your movement left.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She just like swings as she's walking forward, and it's like the goblin just doesn't cease to exist. There's just this red gore now covering the front of Emrys.
Can I just like double move to get close to this Jewish person?
You can only move your normal move speed.
Oh,
so
yeah,
your
that's
main
right.
attack. Yeah,
Okay.
you can just walk up there and just wait for another one to move in range.
Okay.
It's an afternoon
Raspin.
of bad decisions.
Raspin, you just watched Emrys eviscerate somebody with a hammer.
I mean, that's sort of par for the course.
I know, like, are you acting like they haven't seen this before?
No.
We've been around for a while.
Normally, there's still them left. This one, literally just kind of exploded almost.
Alright, I guess we'll step up to here and cast light on a rock and just sort of toss it into the middle of the room.
Okay, so you want to toss it right,
Like right where that 3 is.
Yep, got it. Okay, just toss it right there.
Yep.
Okay, so it is now completely illuminated, so you guys can see everybody. Let's see. Back to the top with, Willick.
That looks to be about 30.
Yep.
Bloot.
Time to impale another one.
The train rolling, are you? Yep, you sure are. You guys watch as Willick just strolls up and just shoves it into this goblin's throat. Tahani.
I'm going to run up to this goblin.
This one?
Yep.
Alright, you should be able to do that. Just...
Yep, you can make it, no
You're
problem.
And punch it.
Okay.
Punchy, punchy.
Yep. Well, that will hit.
Yay!
Goblin doesn't go down, but you definitely hit it square in the chest. rocks it back a little bit, has to catch its breath. Oh, now it's the goblin's turn. So this one will line up his crossbow shot at Willick. Fire. And miss terrible. Alright. The one Tahani is on will take a step back and then hear it chanting in its weird shrill voice, and then it places its hand on itself and watches the area that you had just hit, the bruising and stuff, fades away.
No.
No.
Okay. Rowan.
Well, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Yeah, there. Maybe here's my best shot. We'll do that. And I'll shoot at the one with the crossbow.
Okay. It deals 7 points of damage. Okay.
That's it.
Thuds right into its chest. Looks down at its crossbow, then looks over at you like, wait. What? Emrys.
Yeah.
Here go.
Oh, there's still people alive. Okay.
You sound so disappointed in us.
I'm proud of all of that you do. Okay, everything.
Even if it's slower than the way she usually does
You're
it.
such a good boy.
Yeah. You're doing so well, sweetie.
Crushes that guy. Raspin.
We'll step up here and give my friend Willick a little bit of luck.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright, Willick, it is your go.
Let's see if I can go 3 for 3.
Okay. The roller likes you guys tonight.
Yes, cool.
Emrys, Willick, and Tahani are just like a train.
I want to keep this arrow.
Yeah, you can have it.
Alright. Tahani, it is your turn.
Is he dead? There's no one left.
I understand.
Oh, all right.
Alright, if no one's alive anymore. Wait, is this goblin here?
That's me.
Oh.
That's your
Wait, is this a
friend.
goblin? You look like a goblin.
I'm gonna start walking this way.
Let's see. And also see entrance to another, what looks like it might be another room or a path thing. There.
Do I still have a room to walk?
Oh yeah, you can move whichever direction you want. You can either go this way or you can go on this way.
I will go left.
Okay. So, yep, okay. So you can't actually go further than this.
Oh.
Mostly because, and I'll free this in. Alright, so That appears to be a cage, as wooden and metal parts are cobbled together crudely to create a door. You can see through it. It currently appears to be unoccupied. Don't see anybody in there.
All right.
Okay. And that'll be the end of your turn. Okay.
I'll just yell back like, "Hey guys, it looks like they're keeping prisoners or something here."
All right, who's next?
Well, next is me. So you guys hear howls. Sudden barking.
Owls.
And player. All right. So running out of this cavern that is down this way, there's another passageway down this direction.
Oh.
These two very ugly-looking dogs run out of it, snarling and kind of foaming at the mouth. One will go here, and the other one will go.
They are undoubtedly rabid.
It doesn't look like they're rabid. They just look very ugly. Like I said, it's not so much foam as it's just like slop.
All right.
Let's see. Well, like your armor class is a 12.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that'll hit. You take 4 points of damage and need to make a fortitude save.
My.
Trip.
All right, you are fine. Negative affects you. Just take the damage. Raspin, what is your armor class?
14.
That will hit. For 5 points of damage,
Ugh.
and you need to make a fortitude save.
Ugh.
Hey, nothing negative seems to affect you. Okay. Yep. It is now going. There we go. Rowan.
I will move back this distance, and I will shoot at the dog that's near Raspin.
Before you move, make a perception roll.
Yes, sir. Boom. Before I move?
Before you move, yep.
Okay.
So you know, because you hear it, that there is something or someone further down in here moving.
But I can't tell because it's around a corner or because it's not illuminated?
Because it's around a corner and is shadowy illuminated. If you were to go around the corner, you might be able to see down there.
So in that case, I will move up to here.
Okay. So
Before taking my shot.
let's see.
Oh, shit.
See this dude? He's actually.
Is this black section here next to the dog, is that one of the big stalagmites?
It is.
Yeah, then I'm here.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
All
Yep.
right.
You see him.
I will shoot at him.
So you can tell it's a goblin, but this one is wearing robes.
Ah, shit.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hold on.
I killed his ferret.
I believe you did.
Come for me, bitch.
I will see that. And I will cast Divine Favor on myself.
All right. Yep.
And I will end my turn.
Yep. All right, that was Rowan. Emrys.
I will call out that there's a serious caster is in charge of the wolves. He's coming. He's the goblin in robes. Look out!
So Rowan points off to where he is, indicates it. So
Watch yourselves.
You look over, and sure enough, just down that hallway a little bit is a goblin wearing. It looks like the robes that it's wearing are probably just like an old, like blanket or something that it's like kind of crafted into robes.
I think I killed your ferret.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move as close as I can to the guy without getting attacks of opportunity from the wolves.
Yeah, let's see. 5, 10, 25. Yeah, you can get there. You sure can get there. Yep.
Can I hit him?
You can make your attack roll at him, yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You go to swing at him, and he kind of just ducks at the very last moment.
What? No.
Hammer goes right over the top of his head and smashes into the
Should have ranged.
column.
Should have ranged.
It's not time for that, man.
Now it is. Now you're gonna be mad.
Now I'm gonna be pissed. I don't like missing, especially for little mages that don't have armor.
All right, Raspin. It's your turn, and there's this ugly ass looking dog in front that just bit you.
That's so sad.
Bad puppy.
We're just gonna move here and pick up my rock
Yep.
and throw it as far as I can this way.
Okay. Go ahead and just make a strength check.
This is not gonna go well.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Holy schmackers.
That's good. There. Your rock is currently like kind of bounced off of this and landed in this general vicinity, lighting up all of this.
Wow.
Okay. That was Raspin's go. So, Willick. It's an ugly ass dog that bit you.
I'm wondering if I could hurl the dog at the caster.
The dog is probably too big for that. You'd have to make like a grapple check against the dog, and then you'd have to try and pick it up. It's too big.
Alright, then I'm just gonna draw my warhammer and bash it.
Okay.
Bye, puppy.
You miss. Go to bring your hammer down, and it just kind of sidesteps your blow.
They're faster than goblins.
4 legs.
Tahani.
All right, I am going to run back,
Okay.
and I will attack the dog that's in front of Willick.
Okay.
Can
There.
do that.
And I punch it.
Ooh.
So
Let's see. What's that armor class on that?
she is +3 to confirm.
Oh. Okay. Then yes, it confirms and deals.
Woohoo!
Good shot. That dog. You like run forward and you kick the dog kind of straight up with the knee, and it breaks its neck.
Oh,
It's okay. If you saw these dogs, you would not feel sad at all.
okay.
Okay. That will make it. These things go. All right. So this dog will continue to try and bite Raspin.
I got it.
Nope, that one will actually miss. Kind of bounces off of your shield. Take a 5-foot step away from it. Emrys,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to make a reflex save.
Come on, man. Where is it? Here. I evade. Evade.
So you do not evade.
What are you talking about? Of course I evade.
6. So you take 9 points of fire damage.
Oh, come on. Can't hurt me. Fire's in my soul.
Okay, so you take 9 points of fire damage as it mutters in its language and then points forward with its hands, and a wave of flame from it washes over you,
That felt nice.
leaving you pretty charred. And that is their go. Rowan.
I will take a shot at the dog.
Okay. Hits.
All right.
Deals 5 points of damage. Still up, but...
All right. From there, what I will do is I will move. I guess I can.
Does that include your damage from...
It does.
It does, okay.
Yeah. I'll move over here.
Okay.
Staying tight along the wall.
Gotcha.
Yep. That's it for me.
Okay. Emrys.
I guess I have to step.
5 feet. You just move
Closer.
5 feet over. Yeah, just move 5 feet
Right.
diagonal down. You're good. You step into your swing and smash. Knock the goblin in one go. Just
Bye,
It's-
Goblin.
head just kind of goes this awkward angle off the side of its neck.
The fire was cute.
Aspen.
Sorry, who did you say?
Raspin.
Raspin. It's you.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step this way.
Uh-huh.
And I can cast Cure Wounds and hold on to it for a turn. Is that a thing? Like charge it or whatever?
Yeah, you could hold it for a turn if you'd like.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Secure and hold it. Let's see. Willick. You're still a dog.
Let's go try to kill it.
Well, that plus the arrow will indeed finish off the dog.
Just vaults over the stalagmite.
Yeah, the stalagmite it doesn't take up the whole 5-foot area, so it's more like a 2-foot like pillar thing. So it's kind of like swings around it and hits the dog. Okay. Yep, we are outside of initiative now.
Okay.
Yay!
Cure
So-
Wounds!
Yeah.
Rushes forward and all right, 10 hit points back to Emrys.
Thank
Ooh.
you.
Alright, I'm gonna take a peek around the corner here since the light's sitting right here.
Okay, let's see. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. All right. So, 5. So looks like a living space is in here,
Mm-hmm.
along with. So there's like 3 beds essentially in there. 1 small sized, 2 medium sized. The medium sized ones are more like they look like animal beds. Yeah. So it looks like it's very hard to tell the difference between a goblin bed and a dog bed, but it's pretty you can just make it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably where that guy and the 2 dogs lived.
Okay.
And then this continues on. And
There's also that, up there.
also up here.
Well, which way do we want to go first?
Well, I think I'm gonna go and search the bedding in the area here. We'll just check the body. We need to loot some of the area and keep our ears peeled for something else. I mean, we obviously have made our presence known, so we should be aware of that, I guess.
Okay. So Rowan, go ahead and make a perception roll for searching the bedding area. So while he does that, what are you the rest of you doing?
I will also search, or I will look down this hallway.
Bottom hallway? Okay.
I'll go that way too.
Alright. So this area,
We found a number.
so this is not a giant, it's not like this is a giant circular going around like a column like this is. This is a giant hole in the floor.
Oh.
On which you can see are 2 very crudely made rope ladders descending into it. Tani, since you have dark vision, are you going to approach the hole, or?
I'm going to report back to the group that there's a hole.
Okay.
So we probably
Some
want
lotion on its skin.
to check that little bed up at the top
We
first.
should clear the rest of this and then come back.
Did you hear me, Scott?
Okay. So who's going up to check the northern area?
I can go up and check the
Okay.
top.
You go check up top too.
I'm still checking the beds and the bodies. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll get to that as soon as I do
That's
this.
what I'm
Okay.
doing. It's
So Tahani, as soon as you start going down the hallway, the smell hits you. And you kind of hold your nose and mouth as you go closer. And you can tell that this area marked as number 2 is marked as number 2 for a reason. Looks to be where they put all of their refuse and trash and probably go to the bathroom.
Ew, poop.
Yeah,
Eh?
it smells real bad in there.
Alright, we found the latrine. That doesn't need to be. Unless anyone's really dying to relieve themselves.
Good.
Okay. So, on all of goblins in total, plus the beds and stuff, you find 5 suits of hide armor.
Yep.
Size for small creatures. Find 5 dog slicers for small. Size small, of course. Find 1 crossbow. However, it's a medium-sized crossbow, not a small-sized crossbow. A light crossbow creature. And then you find another one of those weird clubs. It has like the top looks like it's probably been used as a torch a little bit. And then you find on the sort of robed goblin, you find it where he has the brand on him. The other goblins you guys haven't seen the brands on yet. This is the first goblin that you've seen that has the brand.
And that's it. Otherwise, just
And then in the bed you find 6 gold pieces, 12 silver, and 3 copper. Plus you find, like, it looks like a flask
Anything in it?
of some kind. Yes, there is a liquid in it.
Color?
It's kind of like a yellow color. Yeah, it's also a thicker liquid than, it's not, it's a little syrupy almost.
So it's not goblin urine?
No, not a
Excellent.
goblin.
All right. Tuck all that away. Okay.
That's what you find on all of them.
All right. And we have a literal shithole, as I understand it.
So up here, this cavern area looks like they use it as their bathroom and throw all their garbage and stuff in it.
All right. So
This has a actual hole in the floor that has 2 rope ladders attached to it. Down.
don't suppose we feel like tossing that light rock down there and finding out what's down there?
I was just waiting to make sure that we're all ready for whatever consequences that's gonna drive.
I will notch an arrow and I will say, I'm ready.
Okay. You
All
guys
right.
all move in.
Yep. We're just gonna drop the rock.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop the lit rock down. Although Tahani, Emrys, and you, Raspin, can actually already see the body. You can see that the hole is like a shaft, kind of, that goes 30 feet. And then you can tell opens up into another cavern area that drops down about another 20. So it's about a 50-foot drop all the way to the next floor.
The
And there are 2 rope ladders that go all the way down to
all
the
the way
floor.
down. All right.
Yep, and they look like they're sized for small creatures. They look probably haphazardly made. You can tell there's areas that looks like they've been repaired and all sorts of crap.
Who's ready to go down?
Ugh, those do not look very safe. I can tell you that much.
Does anyone else have a rope that they like to use instead?
Do not.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we start this,
Mm-hmm.
the next question is currently 11, just after 11. How much longer do people want to play for? It's going to be the question.
I will leave it up to all of y'all.
It is.
It is 11. It is 11 o'clock. It is going to likely take some time for us to get through there. The question is, do we have another stop point along the way, or is it breakneck from
Okay.
here?
Do we have any idea how much we're committing to if we go?
That.
Like, are we committing to
It's
2
probably
hours?
it's probably the similar as this first floor.
So it's probably like an hour-ish.
Again, I'm leaving it up to you guys. So up to you guys if you. I know, because I know Scott's not going to be here this week.
Yeah.
He already told us that.
Yeah,
So,
it's up to you
up to
guys,
you
though.
guys.
I mean, if we want to wait, we can wait. If we want to go, we can go. I'm good either way.
I'd be inclined to wait.
Okay, that's fine.
I think I could be either way. I could understand going.
Okay. No. If we want to wait, that's fine.
We'll wait. We'll call it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to get too far and,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all. I just don't want to get too far and have
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's just show us that. Okay. Cool.
Ugh, good.
Yep. So this is the next area. This is the start room, and there's a pathway that goes this way.
All right. Well,
Ugh.
the good news is we're on the right track.
Yeah.
I think we've definitely found the spot where whoever the hell she is. We don't know her first name, I think, and that's where
Was.
Yeah, Leviton is her last name.
I knew that, but she might be still alive. She might
Yeah.
be
Yep.
a corpse.
Guys haven't found a body.
She might be goblin species.
She might. We might have passed by the body in some form or another. Yes, that's possible.
You should not really go searching the room that was full of their trash and stuff like that. No.
No.
do not think that we are inclined to do that.
No.
Goblin Bristol still.
Yeah. Bleh. Did we check out that one extra room that was upstairs before, like not the cage, but the other one? Did we also open the cage to see if there's any signs in there? We didn't do that either, right?
We could see that there's nothing there.
I'm going to assume that you guys had opened the cage before you came down, just to take a quick look.
Yeah.
During you searched the
And then,
space.
and we did
so-
look at that. That goes into that big shit cavern. Okay.
Yep. So, number 4, it appears that it was used as a cage, wood and metal parts cobbled together to make the crude door.
Okay.
It's currently unoccupied. You can tell that they would bind a piece of the door that was on too far around the wall for somebody to try and untie it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can untie it and open it. There's nobody in there. Scott, give me a survival check. It looks like it's been inhabited semi-recently.
Okay.
Probably at least within the last couple days.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So we're definitely on the right track then.
Yep.
Okay. There's hope. If it's been within a couple days, there's hope.
There's hope.
Maybe she
We
hasn't.
got this.
Maybe she hasn't completed some ritual. But that said, though, this that caster being branded and carrying the brand, that tells me that there's definitely something dark and silly down here. So we should be ready for that.
Yep.
Well, and those clothes with scorch marks are probably like the one torch that we saw in the orchard with the fire thing attached to it.
Yes. So what happens if we light them? Does it summon an elemental?
Who knows?
I mean, you guys know that they're not magical. You have detected magic on them, so,
That's true.
or at least on the one outside.
So maybe all the clue here is that these are definitely goblins from the orchard that were part of the fire that burned everything down.
They're related to them in some way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Genius. Sheer genius. So, good work tonight, Bashy Bashers. Holy shit.
We did
Guys,
some
wow.
damage.
You
It was
guys
fun
can
after a week off.
You guys can steamroll through some shit.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot what that's like. Jesus.
Yeah, we sort of changed positions this time, Scotty.
We sure did. I'm totally down with it, too. Doesn't bother me none. But it's just staggering to watch some of these rolls come through. I'm just like, holy fuck, that's a lot of damage.
We'll just stay out of your way and make sure you can keep going.
It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll just fuel the tanks and let them go. Wind them up and let them go. It'll be good. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us, people that are still here. We will not be back next week because I unfortunately have to go to a funeral, but we will be back the week after that. So make sure you tune in.
We will be streaming next week. It'll just be from my side.
You will? So
Yeah.
I should probably give you
My internet connection is good enough now that I can stream. I mean, if you want to give me stuff so I can stream to your channel, that's fine.
Well, at the very least, what I can do is I can host you before I go.
Okay, that'll work.
So that way, when you go live, it'll show in either place. So
Okay.
check us out on Twitter. All of our Twitter handles are down here. So make sure you follow us there, and you'll find out what's going on. In the meantime, everybody, have a good night, and we'll see y'all later.
Good night, guys.